the fake news channel, and basically what I got here is this guy Sean Henry. He's a former FBI director or something like that. And there's another clip with him. I can't find it. I've been looking for it. It's on the Today Show this morning, but they don't post everything that they air. I guess you got to catch it. And he basically says the same thing that Donald Trump says. He says that there's no evidence in there. They're not going to show their evidence, but even if they don't show their evidence, that they're still going to tell you they have evidence and proof of what they have. And in the report, it does not state that they have evidence or proof that any of the hacking influenced the election, and that the election was legitimate, and that President-elect Trump is the victor by a landslide. Well, he doesn't say landslide. I'm throwing that part in because that's what happened. But that's he admits it on the Today Show. All right, it's Saturday. What's that date? I believe it's the 7th. Yeah, the 7th, January the 7th, on a Saturday. He comes out on the Today Show. I can't find it. I've been looking for it. They'll probably post it tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. If they do, I'll do a follow-up on this video. But he's read the report that John McCain has read, that all those people up on Capitol Hill have read, that Obama's read, that everybody's read, and now that Trump and Pence have seen it. Somebody from the intelligence community keeps leaking it to the media, and basically, he says that there's nothing in there that says the election was influenced. So that means that Hillary Clinton sucked, and the majority of the country didn't want her. Okay, and when I say majority of the population of the states, not the majority of individual people, because that's stupid. California's population is far bigger than Rhode Island's, but they're both equal states. You can't say, well, because you got more fucking immigrants and more people having babies and a higher population, you get more of a say than this other place. No, that's not the way the world works. Okay? If I make a partnership with you and we're going to split some money and split some power together, and I say, well, you know what? I'm taller than you by a half a foot. You're only 5'5", and I'm 6 foot or whatever. So I should get more of the money. Are you going to get into that? Or are you going to say, oh, okay, let's do that? No, you're going to say no. Go jump off a cliff. I'm going to do my own thing. So all you people out there talking about all this crap that the media is feeding you, thinking that the popular vote, blah, 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 blah. That's not the way the world works, people. You want it to work that way. You want to force that on everybody, but you're not the first ones to want that. Look at history. You are just the repeat of the regurgitation of bad policy. That's all you are. That's all you are. You think you're something new. You think you're something. No, you're not. That's what baffles me about the left. They always come up with this like they're barely coming up with it when they've been. This battle has been being fought for a long fucking time. Okay, so here it goes. We're gonna break it down and let you hear what he's got to say. I wish I had the other clip, but all right.
Well, when you look at this investigation, I watched the hearings yesterday and I saw this bipartisan consensus about the attack on the DNC. But I think what's important, Joe, is to look at this as a wide-ranging attack against the U.S. It's been intelligence collection by foreign adversaries for more than 20 years. this is not an isolated incident, what happened at the DNC. And I think to kind of look and pick at pieces of evidence, how they were collected, who knew what and when, we have to look at this as a wide-ranging espionage campaign that's been going on for about 2 decades now. And the U.S. intelligence community broadly has been collecting intelligence, looking at these types of attacks for a long time. I think that what we'll see in this report is something that will be compelling. The American public may not see all the specifics because the report is going to be protecting sources and methods, but certainly at a high level, that report will have, I think, very compelling information that will really point towards the Russians engaged in this.
The political espionage is obviously fascinating, but where would you put the odds on a serious cyber attack in terms of infrastructure or the financial system in the coming years?
I think that that's a great point, because if this one incident does anything, it really should raise the awareness of the American public of cyber as an attack vector and the ability for adversaries to take information and use it like we saw here at the DNC, but more importantly, from a national security perspective, where they might be able to impact our energy power delivery system or our financial services sector, the ability to turn computers off, or to more importantly sometimes, I think, to change data so that the integrity of the data is at risk and what we rely on may not be what we expect it to be.
Alright, so there you go. This guy's smart right here. He's not going to choose sides. He's going to call it like it is. And for the most part, I have never, and I'm going to look into him a little more, but for the most part, he comes out on, he's a contributor to a lot of these news agencies that lean to the left and that are super biased, but for the most part he's not an idiot, and he's not going to do something stupid and come out and say something. But that was a little bit, you got to see a little hint of what that was. The one that he did on the Today Show, he just comes straight out and he says it. Like, he's tired of people trying to hint it to him that he should be saying it a different way. He just says, no, this is what it is, and it didn't have nothing to do with it. So there you go. Thanks for watching the Fake News channel, and we got some more videos coming soon on these topics and more.